Hi everybody, how's everybody doing today? It's Porch Settin Sunday. Come on up, grab you some coffee or some lemonade or some iced tea or a glass of water like me, and let's get started. I hope y'all are having a good day. It's been raining a lot here, so it's about 5-ish in the evening, a little after 5. I had to wait to come out here because it was so rainy. Let me show you how the mountains look after a rain. It's really, really beautiful. You can see how the fog just lifts up into the mountains there. I hope you can see that. It's just very, very just serene, and you can hear the birds calling and everything. So just wanted to show you all that. So the story I want to tell you is when my dad was alive, he used to love to come to West Virginia. He loved it here because it was so laid back, and the pace was just so easy going and not so fast, and people took time to say hello. And he lived in northern Ohio, so he loved to come down here. When he did, he just loved to do things with my husband. And if y'all notice, I don't have any makeup on. I woke up this morning with my eyes swollen. I've got a place here on my neck. Allergies. My eyes were completely swollen shut almost. I had little slits. But the swelling has went down a little bit since. So I didn't want to take chances putting makeup on or anything. So I just put a little mascara and let it go. And you can see how muggy it is. I'm sweating just sitting here. But anyway, he come down one November when it was hunting season. And I know there's a lot of animal lovers out there. And I love my little diva and wouldn't want anything bad to happen to her. But I married into a hunting family. So my husband hunts and we eat the meat. We don't just hunt. He's not a trophy hunter. It's nice to get, he thinks it's nice if you get a big buck, but if he doesn't, we're after the meat. That's how we fed our children growing up, squirrels and rabbits and deer and things like that. So anyway, Dad had always been rabbit hunting and he'd been squirrel hunting, but he had never been deer hunting in his life. So my husband told him, said, you come down one year and I'll take you. So he came down one year, and my husband and my son-in-law and a bunch of them, my husband's nephews all got together and they went on a hunting trip. Dad had never shot a deer before. Now my dad was crippled all of his life, from wearing shoes that were too little on him when he was growing up, and his toes curled under like this because he was wearing shoes that was too little, so it kind of pushed his feet like that. And so he had to wear special shoes then, and he had a hard time walking, and then he had a hip problem. So I told my husband, I said, you take my daddy up there and you get him hurt. Don't bother coming home, because I loved my daddy. And so he said, I'll take good care of your dad. So he told his nephews and all of them, he said, now listen, we got to take care of Susie's daddy. So they took such good care of him. They all got together and they went hunting, and Dad come home so excited. He got the first deer he'd ever got in his life. And how they done it is they got him in one spot because my husband knew that he couldn't walk a lot. So they all pushed the deer to my dad, and they wouldn't go any further, and Dad was not able to go to them. So they were out in a field, and it looks like all them deer just huddled up together, like they were, getting their strategy together. Dad was telling me, he said it was just the funniest thing. They just all huddled together, and said, I looked over and said, well, Randy, my husband's name is Ranny, R-A-N-N-Y, but my parents always called him Randy. I don't know why, because I told him his name was Ranny. And they said, well, he said, looked over at my husband, he said, Randy, what do I do? said, which one do I shoot? And my husband said, I don't know. So my dad closed his eyes and just picked a deer. I mean, he didn't really pick one, he just shot. And one fell, and Dad was so excited. The boys had to carry him out of the mountains, and because he was walking, and he got in a bunch of cow patties. Now, if you don't know what cow patties is, that's what the cows put out after they eat, when they defecate. And we call them cow patties, because they get like a thin, you know, they're thin, and they're about like that sometimes, and it looks like almost like a pancake. And so tickled Dad to death. Now Dad, he kept the bullet, well, the shell casing that he shot the deer with up till he died. And I'm not sure if Mom gave that to my husband. My husband said he don't remember, and then I really don't know what happened to it. I'd love to have it, because then I could show it to you. But Dad said that that was the best time he'd ever had in his life. He stayed for a week. Mom, of course, was walking the floor. She never liked Dad out of her sight. But he had just the best time. He come home laughing and just talking about how great a time he had, and how those boys took such good care of him, he said. He said, them boys treated me like a baby. They got down, they took his shoes off for him. They did everything for him. I mean, carried him food. My dad said he'd never been waited on that by a bunch of boys. And he was so thrilled. And I'm so glad that Dad had that memory, and that my husband and my dad bonded that way. They were such good friends. They loved each other. And so I hope y'all are having a good day. I hope you have nice stories to tell, or good stories and good memories. I've got good and I've got bad. So I wanted to come in this Sunday and tell you that story about my dad. I'm kind of missing him. Just been having a rough week, kind of. Missing people and things, you know, not as much things as I am people. You know, as you get older, you think about back on your life and how many people that you've had in your life and how many people is left. And you miss those people. So, hope y'all are having a good day. Hope I didn't bring it down. Hope you're coming into a good week. Hope this week's been really good to you. And I haven't been knowing what to make videos about, because I don't have money to run out and buy a lot of makeup and stuff. But I thought about doing a few get ready with me's. If y'all think that's a good idea, then please let me know down below. Now, if you haven't already, hit that friend button and share me around, because I want to travel, and you're the only way that I'm going to get to. I love you guys. I wouldn't want to be without you. I thank you for being my friends, and I'll see you in next week's Porch Settin' Sunday if I don't see you before. Love you. See ya. Bye.